Hi, this is Bill, and you are on Finest Travel Beat with Angela and Bill. Today we're going to take you on board the Celebrity Silhouette. We are currently on a 4-night cruise to the Bahamas out of Fort Lauderdale. We will, as always, take you around the ship. We'll do some commentary along the way. I'll tell you what you're looking at, what we liked, what we thought could have been improved. And hopefully after this video, you'll know whether the Celebrity Silhouette is the ship for you. So sit back, relax, and we hope you enjoy this video. Thanks again to everybody for watching this video. We are going to start off on deck 14, right off in probably my favorite venue on this cruise ship, and quite possibly my favorite venue on any cruise ship, which is the Sky Lounge. Sky Lounge is towards the very front of the ship. Beautiful views. I can only imagine what this ship must be like if it was sailing in Alaska. They use this for a lot of events. There will be meetings sometimes held here or special private events. There's a nice bar, plenty of spots to sit down and just watch the water go by. Service is fantastic. They'll also do things like a silent disco in here. They do occasional trivia during the day and the evening. Usually in the evening, they have some sort of band playing as well. If you're traveling with a group of people, this is probably a good spot to meet up with everybody as well. Usually on an embarkation day, it doesn't get too crazy crowded, although sometimes you may have difficulty finding seating when at the more popular times. Continuing on the Lido deck, or deck 14, is the meeting space. This is a location that can be set up for different groups, conferences. I have done a couple of sailings on Celebrity where they have learning at sea, and they'll use that facility for some of as a classroom. Walking forward on the Lido deck towards the front of the ship, let me tell you a little bit about the Silhouette. The Silhouette was built in 2011. It went through a revolution, which is their term for a major dry dock where they do a lot of refurbishing, back in 2020. It's 122,000 tons. Not a small ship, not a huge ship. To me, these are the kind of the sweet spot ships where it's doesn't take you forever to get around. Right now, as I'm walking here, just want to point out this here is the mast grill. The mast grill will be where you get hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken. They have excellent French fries there. You can also get drinks there as well. We're looking down from the Lido deck onto deck 12, which is the resort deck. There is no deck 13 on this ship. The Silhouette also has a maximum passenger capacity of 3,480 people and a crew of just about 1,000. On the other side from the mast grill is the mast bar. The mast bar is where you get your frozen drinks, beer, soda, wine, whatever is there. One word of caution about the mast bar, this area here is also the smoking section. As you can see, there's ashtrays on the table. This is not a huge smoking section there, but that mast bar does get filled with smoke pretty well. So you may want to avoid that if smoking bothers you or you have asthma or something like that. Continue to walk aft. You can see there is a little bit of a jogging track, so to speak. I say this on all the videos. These jogging tracks, especially up here, they're good for a quick walk around, but I don't know if I would jog on it. There's just too many lounges by it, too many people moving. But you do see people are out there in the morning walking around. Celebrity is a beautiful ship. I really do enjoy Celebrity. And I'll tell you a little bit more in a couple of minutes about whether who Celebrity is for people that are not familiar with the brand, the Celebrity Cruise Line brand. All the way aft on deck 14, the Lido deck, is the Ocean View Cafe. The Ocean View Cafe is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can eat all your meals there if you like. The food I really enjoy on Celebrity, their buffet. Also here is another bar that's right outside or kind of adjacent to the Ocean View Cafe. Very good service there. That generally doesn't get overly crowded either, except during peak meal times. So that's another option for you to get a drink if the other bars are pretty crowded. I don't think they do mix the frozen drinks there, but if you're getting a beer or water or whatever, that would be a great place to be. I'm just going to show you around the food here a little bit as I continue talking. This, I think, was lunch. They have Greek options. I love in breakfast. They have an English breakfast with English bacon and all of that. A great variety. If you've sailed onto the cruise lines, again, I think for the major Royal Caribbean Celebrity, Carnival, Norwegian, I think their buffet does the best job of having a really great selection of different options. We'll just walk around a little bit so you can get an idea of what is at the buffet, but I will tell you a little bit about Celebrity Cruise Lines. They are owned by Royal Caribbean Group. Royal Caribbean owns Silversea, Royal Caribbean International, and Celebrity Cruise Lines. Celebrity is a little bit of a step up from Royal Caribbean. It's a little more contemporary, a little more elegant. Expensive-wise, sometimes it is not more expensive depending on the sailing. But in general, it's a little older clientele, but is really, they're kind of reinventing themselves. And it's a lot more younger people. Now, I'm not going to say there's a million kids running around because it's not. It's kind of an in-between. As they like to say, Royal Caribbean is where you cruise for your family. Celebrity is where you cruise with your family. Now, if you have a bunch of little kids and you're cruising mainly for them, depending on the celebrity ship you pick, there may be better choices out there for you. But if your kids are a little bit older, and it's multi-generational, a lot of families traveling together, this is an excellent choice, especially if you're looking for a little bit of food and a little more upscale or a little more classic cruising type experience. And if you've been watching any of our videos, we have traveled on just about every major cruise line, and every cruise line and every ship is a little bit different and has something for everybody, or it might not be perfect for everybody. And it also kind of varies by the type of cruise you're going, the time of the year. Obviously, Christmas week, summer vacations, you're going to have more kids on the ship than you would, say, in the middle of January when kids are back in school. And up here you'll see is pizza, where you'll get your late night pizza if you're interested in that. That stays open a little bit later in the night than the main buffet. I think it's open till either midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. But again, you'll have to check individually. And then Angela's favorite place on the ship, where you can get your ice cream or your gelato. Through the magic of editing, we're going to take you up to deck 15 now. After the ship, again, this is fun in the front, food in the back, as I always say. Most of your food is in the back of the ship. This area is called the Lawn Club, and we'll walk you around there and I'll tell you a little bit about it. The first venue here you'll see is an area called the Porch. This is it's not included in cruise fare. This is an extra cost restaurant. It's mainly seafoods. It's open for dinner at night. I happened to eat here during this cruise and had lobster roll. It was absolutely fantastic. I was with two people that are born and raised in New England, Rhode Islanders, and they agreed that the lobster roll is some of the best they've had. So while it's not included, it's a great spot, great food, and Angela and I are definitely planning on eating there when we're back on the ship in a few weeks. Now, right next to that is also a restaurant called The Grill. The grill is enclosed there. You can see in that glass room. That's mainly a steak restaurant. They'll start you out with a flatbread appetizer, which is phenomenal. They have a grill. The grill's right open. You can eat in there. It's climate controlled, so even on a cold day, it stays fairly warm. But I ate there as well and really, really enjoyed it. The steak was excellent. It was just it was right off the grill. The flatbread pizza was fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. Just so you have your bearings, we are continuing to walk aft, walking towards the rear of the ship on deck 14. We are one deck up above the sunset bar. Right there, you can see the towels. Not sure you can really see from my hands, but the towels, first of all, unlike many other cruise lines, you do not have to sign them out and sign them back in. It's on the honor system. The other thing is the towels are really, really thick and very nice, and they're very absorbent. Again, just the little extra amenities, the little things that make it a step up from some of the more mainstream cruise lines. This area back here is the Sunset Bar. This is another area that doesn't tend to get too crowded on embarkation day. A lot of people kind of tend to huddle around the pools. So usually it's a day or two before people realize that this exists up here. But it's a nice bar. We right now this was taken in Bimini. I do have some videos on Bimini that I'm going to be doing on the channel. We also do on the channel very many port excursions, and then also we'll have a couple of videos up on one on cabins on the Silhouette, and then also I'm going to be doing one on the entire retreat experience, which is their ship within a ship concept. I'll have a video up on this as soon as I get around to editing it. So if you want to see those videos, just hit that subscribe button, and the YouTube will let you know when the videos are out. This is another nice little thing that they do. As you can see, there are blankets there that if you get chilly at night. The lawn was blocked off. Now, this is actual grass here. This is not AstroTurf. It's actually grass that is maintained. During the day, sometimes I have it blocked off to let the grass grow. But they also have a TV screen up here that they will show movies. They'll show football games if football is playing. And they'll have chairs out there as well. And you can sit out there at night, movies under the stars, which is a favorite of mine. Gets a little chilly, put a blanket on. It's really, really nice. Now back here is a studio. This would be where you would get professional photos made, not the ones that the photographers walk around the ship and take pictures on special evenings and stuff. That would be a studio we actually go into. We're back down now onto deck 12, which is the resort deck or the pool deck. We're kind of by the midship elevators now. Half of the decks, or about a third of this deck, is there's some staterooms back here. And we're going to walk forward. On the left there is ping pong. Don't understand ping pong on a windy pool deck with a ship that's rocking. But if you play ping pong, it works out for you great. This was, I filmed this, again, when we were in Bimini. A lot of people were off the ship. I stayed back. Wanted to get some filming done when it wasn't too crowded. I'd like to do a mix on my videos of times where you can see where it's not overcrowded, and then other times where it's just not as many people on the way. Two pools here. As I recall, they were not very, very deep. You pretty much could stand in them without any issue. The one side was a little bit deeper than the other, but I'm 5'8", and my head was above water without a problem at all. These pools are for all ages. They'll also, we'll do your sail away party will be here. There's a couple of hot tubs. Back that way is the pool bar. Different events. On a sea day, especially when the weather's good, this will be pretty hopping. And then a little bit later on in the afternoon when people start coming back from excursions, it also tends to get a little bit more crowded. Now, this was a 4-night sailing, the Silhouette, and then eventually the Reflection will be doing 3- and 4-night sailings. I love the idea. Oh, right here is Sun and Sea. This was closed, but you can get some lotion, sunscreen, things like that in there if you've forgotten at home. Those are also usually available in one of the shops, which you'll see later. Now, walking into the solarium, this is a climate-controlled area. It is adults only most of the time, other than they do have some family swim time. Usually that's for an hour or two in the evenings. Now, this area is going to be a little bit quieter. Generally, there's not any major music going on. It's more of a quiet spot. There's a couple of hot tubs there as well. Real great place for Angela to sit down and read the book that she brings with her every cruise, but never actually reads. But the pool's very nice. It's not a deep pool at all. Again, it's probably, for me, I'm 5'8". It's probably a little bit less than shoulder height. They do have handicap ability to get into the pool as well. But it's really, really nice. It's climate controlled. Sometimes it can get a little chilly in there. If the sun's not shining, sometimes outside, again, it depends on the weather. But great spot. Rarely have an issue finding chairs in here also. You can see people here brought some food out from the grill upstairs. And then there's also a place over here where you can get some food. Some of the items in the Spa Cafe are included, your cereals and some bagels and things like that. Juices are an additional cost. Smoothies are an additional cost as well. But they're both available there. Getting back to what I was saying, they do 3 and 4 night cruises, which I think is a fantastic idea. It's a great opportunity for people to try out Celebrity and see whether it's right for them. I have a group of about 40 friends and family that I will be going back on the Silhouette in a couple of weeks. Most of them have never sailed on Celebrity before, and I'm really, really anxious to hear what their thoughts are. Walking forward from the solarium area, you can see here, this is the spa area. There is a hair salon, there is a barber shop, changing rooms. There's also an area you can get acupuncture done. You can get the Good Feet store will measure your feet. Still not sure about that. I'm not sure about getting acupuncture on a cruise ship either, but I'm curious if anybody's done those types of things on a cruise ship. Please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts were, but certain things that I think I'd be more comfortable doing at home. Big fitness center here, plenty of machines, beautiful view also that looks right out over the water. Stairmasters, there are elliptical machines. They do some classes here. There's also weights. This will be, as the big joke, the only time you'll see me on the cruise ship. Again, this was on a port day, so these people exercising here, they get extra credit because instead of being out, hanging out on the beach, they're working on their health and fitness. And now we are back in the main area. This is the reception desk where you will check in for your treatments or book them. Also behind here is the Persian Garden. This is not including cruise fare unless you're Aqua Class. I'll explain Aqua Class in a little bit. But they have loungers, steam rooms, different thermal suite options there. We are going on Aqua Class. We'll be Aqua Class in a few weeks, so I'll try to do another video then and show you all about it when there's no people in there. Deck 12 has treatment rooms, which obviously I'm not going to show you, so we're going to skip right down to Deck 10, which is the library. Decent number of books there. Nice sitting area. One of the things I always look for on a cruise ship is areas where you can just sit and read a book, relax, maybe do a little quiet work on your computer, just relax. It is 2-level here, so it kind of is Deck 10 and Deck 11, just in that one little area of the ship, and a beautiful view of the glass elevators and the whole atrium, the elevator bank area there that goes straight up. Plenty of light in the area, which is really nice. Down to Deck 8, again, this is near one of the elevator lobbies. Is an area called the Hideaway. Good, another area, kind of sit, be quiet. They don't have the books there, but, again, another little relaxing spot. Plenty of them on the ship if you want to avoid the hustle and bustle of the pool deck or of the bar and entertainment areas. That's a real nice option there. I should mention that the Hideaway is on both decks 7 and 8. There are some interesting seating areas there, those little red pod thingies. If I tried to sit in one of those, I'd probably have to call engineering to try to get me out. Both of those decks are mainly passenger cabins, but now I'm going to take you down to Deck 5, which is the entertainment deck. We're going to start out here. This is a area outside of Deck 5. Loungers here again, another nice spot to look out at the water. A great spot to catch sunrise or sunset as well, or just kind of get away from the busier parts of the ship. Continuing inside on Deck 5, all the way in the front of the ship is the theater area. The theater area is on 2 decks. It is on Deck 5 and Deck 4. Here you can see nice comfortable seating. They have bar seating towards the back, which I kind of tend to like. High top chairs. I enjoy that. If I don't like the show, I can make a quick exit. But in general, the entertainment is very good. On the shorter cruises, most of the entertainment is going to be comedians or singers. Classic stuff that everybody will like. Sometimes it's Motown, sometimes it's Elton John, 70s, 80s music, pretty much stuff that most people will like. Now we're outside of the theater and we're walking aft on Deck 5. Up here are the Galleria boutiques. This is the little more expensive shopping, your perfumes, handbags, slightly more expensive items. Some of the more expensive jewelry is up here. This area here is on the other side. It's also called the Galleria Boutiques, but that is where they have the art auctions. They do art auctions in other venues here, I believe, but this is kind of the main area they do it, and it's also the gallery where you can see the different art. I'm not even allowed to look because we had spent a little more than we should have on a past cruise, and if you're a fan of the channel, you understand what we're talking about. As we continue to walk aft on deck 5, ask you if you're getting value out of this video. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you would like to see more videos like this, if you like YouTube to suggest our videos to more people, definitely hit that subscribe button, like and subscribe, comments. They all tell YouTube that you're getting value out of our video. And also, we will have a ton of other videos on every cruise ship we go on most cruise ports. We're going to also be doing some informational stuff on things to avoid or things to do that will make your cruising or all-inclusive travel experience better. Over here on the right is where they'll have watches like Breitling watches, some of the better watches there. This here in front of us is the world-class bar. I will come back to that, explain that in a couple of minutes. But kind of wrapping around on the other side here is the eye lounge area and then also the photo area. Now, you'll come back here if you have any issues with your internet packages, Wi-Fi. If you need some help with that, they can help you out here with that. Also, you will be able to view photos. If you have a photo package or you purchase photos, they take photos around the ship. You can view them here, order them. Also, there are some items here if you forgot at home, such as camera batteries, SD cards, different things like that. Generally kind of expensive. Over here is that world-class bar I was talking about. It's high-end cocktails, crafted cocktails. Not so much martinis, but think Manhattans, old fashions, some of the higher-end whiskeys. On the right here is Sushi on 5. You'll know you're on 5 on a celebrity ship because sushi's on 5. This is a sushi / Japanese restaurant. I actually ate here. This is not included. It's additional cost. I was invited to dinner here one night, though. And while I do not like sushi, I really was looking forward to the company, so I went there, and there was plenty of food for me. As I say all the time, if you go hungry on a cruise ship, you're doing something wrong. Just give you a quick look here of the decks 3, 4, and 5, the kind of an atrium area there. And then we continue over on the other side, which is the left side of the port side, is Cafe El Baccio. Most of the items in Cafe El Baccio are included. There is croissants, different sandwiches in the afternoon, donuts, things like that they'll serve you. Also, you can get coffee there. I usually just drink regular coffee, but coffee is available. You can also get mixed drinks there as well if you have a drink package. Again, nothing fancy or nothing crazy, but if you want a rum and coke or something like that, you can get it here. And they also do have specialty coffees that generally they're not including your basic cruise fare. Adjacent to Cafe El Baccio is lots of seating there by the elevator lobbies. Real nice spot. You can grab your coffee, your drinks. Chairs are really comfortable there. On the other side here is a little gelateria. Wasn't open at this point, but you can also get coffee back here when it is open. The gelato is an additional charge there, though. Towards this after elevator lobby is the Concierge and Captain's Club. If you are a concierge guest and you need some assistance, this is where you would go. Also, if you're a member of their loyalty club, Captain's Club, if you need any assistance, you would go there as well. Just give you another little look out onto to the beautiful blue water. Again, from deck 5, you can step right out there by the elevator lobbies. Continue to walk aft on Deck 5 is the Ensemble Lounge. Celebrity ships always have this kind of interactive art area here. It's apples. You can see it kind of looks like apples are falling on the ground. Not so much interactive, but just immersive, I guess would be the right term. Different ships have different versions of that. Back here is the Ensemble Lounge. There will generally be some music back here in the evenings. Usually, sometimes it's a singer, sometimes it's somebody playing piano or a band. Not overly loud back here. It's kind of more background music. great, comfortable seating, great bar. This bar tends to get a little bit crowded at times, at the busier times of day, especially if people are waiting for the restaurants in the back. But great spot, a place we really like to go to at the end of the day, have a drink before we head to bed. Here we're going into Murano. Murano is a French restaurant. Fantastic food. This also is including cruise fare. The main dining room is, the buffet is, but you can, there's a lot of additional cost restaurants on board, but the quality and the service is fantastic there. If you like French food, I highly recommend it. Also back in there is the retreat lounge area. I did film that. I have that. I'll be putting it on a separate video that will speak to the retreat sun decks, some of the cabins, and the different retreat areas, including the restaurant. Continuing aft is the rest of the specialty restaurants or additional specialty restaurants. On the left back here is Cuisine. Cuisine is a specialty restaurant. It's kind of like a show. They project images from lighting above you, which has these little miniature cartoon chefs that prepare your meal on a cartoon on the plate. And then once that cartoon's done, they serve you what is essentially the same meal. There are a couple of different menus. You'll want to take a look at the menu, see what you like. There are a couple of options as well. Now, this restaurant Blue is it's not a specialty restaurant per se. You cannot purchase it separately, but what it is a special restaurant reserved for people that are aqua class guests. It's a little more private. They have healthier options, but one thing that you can do is order anything off of the main dining room menu in there as well. Back here is Tuscan, the Tuscan Grill. This is their Italian specialty restaurant. They have all your Italian favorites here. They have steaks as well. Go there hungry and have the large meatball. Down one level on deck 4 is the Grand Cuvée restaurant. This is the main level. It's on decks 4 and 3. This is your main dining room. This is included. No additional cost for anything in here. They will have various table sizes. There's also various dining options, which would be an early seating, a late seating, and then my time dining as well. Now, food is very subjective. That's why you don't see Angela and I really doing a lot of food reviews. But in general, we find the food on Celebrity to be excellent. A little step above some of the other cruise lines, and really nice options as well. Walking out of the Grand Cuvée restaurant, we're going to continue on deck 4. Over here on the right is Craft Social. Craft Social is going to be your main spot for specialty beers, different types of beer. They have all kinds of cocktails in there as well. They do have the games on the TV. There's a couple of TVs behind. There's a TV out in the other area. They'll have a couple of beers like that, the Moretti and the Heineken on tap. They also do have a small menu of light bites. They are not included, but nice little snack later at night if you're kind of have a little bit of a nosh, you're sitting there having a couple of drinks, have some chicken wings or a light appetizer. As you can see back here, lots of seating spots, lots of high tops, and a nice big TV as well. Walking across deck 4 out of Craft Social, I'm going to head towards the Martini Bar over here. The Martini Bar is just what it says, martinis. Normally during the evening when it's open, the bar top itself is actually frozen. There's a little a layer of frost, so to speak, on there. Kind of cool. They also will do different shows. The bartenders do flair bartending where they'll mix different drinks. They'll pour 20 shots in a row off of different mixers. Over here, this area also, it's another seating spot there. Continuing back out of the Martini Bar and Craft Social is the casino. I did film the casino because we were in port and it was closed. I won't say too much about the casino. Pretty decent size. They have various table games, slots. We're not big casino people. Every once in a while, we'll play a slot here or there. We'll have a night. We'll spend a little bit of money. Generally, we don't really do too well. The one thing I will mention, though, is there is the casino bar over here. Again, a couple TVs. They usually have games or something on back here. And the service I find is really, really good at this bar. Nice spot. If you're in the theater There's not a lot of bars right by the theater, so you walk down a little bit. If it's too crowded, that's a good spot to grab your drinks. Just outside the bar area or the casino area are the shops. Here is where you'll buy items that are a little bit more reasonable, less expensive. Your logo gear, ship models, different souvenirs, celebrity hats, various trinkets, Christmas ornaments, t-shirts, things of that nature would be in there. This used to be the photo area over here on the right. They actually converted, they added extra slot machines because I guess that's where they make their money. And then over on the left here is where you would buy alcohol or cigars as well, duty free. Continuing to walk aft here is the Future Cruise Vacations area. This is where you can book your future celebrity cruises. Very often there are reduced deposits and some extra onboard credit for booking on board. The nice thing about this is that you can keep your current travel agent. If you're happy with them, just let them know. You can book. If I have a client on board, they can go there, book their future trip, get the reduced deposit, and then I will be able to still continue helping them with their future trip. In the entertainment court area here is the entertainment court bar. That's generally open in the evenings during the shows, so people can go out and grab a drink. This is an interesting facility right here. It's called Quasar. This is the nightclub or disco. Again, sometimes they have silent discos in here. There's a very interesting egg-shaped DJ booth in here. They'll do various events and dancing and things like that. Also, this space can very often be used if you have a group and need some space for a get-together or a cocktail party. Now, in this middle area here is the entertainment court. They'll do various game shows and things in that area during the course of the cruise as well. Sometimes they'll do like a putting contest or different trivias, name that too, and things like that. Smallish events they'll do in there. Back in here is Celebrity Central. This is another smaller theater back here. They'll do a lot of presentations. Sometimes they'll do enrichment talks on here where they'll have various experts on destinations or interesting topics that will come on board and they'll discuss it. They'll also do some game shows back here. Particularly, they'll do the real adult-oriented game shows. And there's a couple of really adult-oriented game shows that were on the Celebrity Silhouette. Taking it down to Deck 3 now. Deck 3 is mainly the restaurant in the aft part of the ship, and then there are a lot of staterooms as well. This is the Grand Foyer area. That whole area, I guess, on 3, 4, and 5 is considered the Grand Foyer. Down here, they'll have entertainment every night. Generally, a singer or a band. They'll play that people on all 3 levels can hear and enjoy the music, do a little bit of dancing. Again, entertainment all over the ship. Plenty for everybody to do. That is a guest relations desk. If you have any issues with your bills, stateroom, problems like that, that's where you'll go. Broken record time, check your bills often. Make sure your onboard account is always accurate. Try to avoid guest relations on the first day of your cruise or the last day of your cruise if you can. Now, of course, here's another bar, the Passport Bar. This tends to get very crowded at nights when there is entertainment going on. Sightlines aren't great from the back corner if you're looking to see a band, but again, when there's nothing going on in that area, pretty good service there as well, and another one of those spots you might want to hit on the first day or two before people realize it's there. And finishing up this, the walking tour part of this is the Shore Excursion Desk, which is where you would book, wait for it, shore excursions. If you need shore excursion advice, assistance, need to book them, have questions, this is where you'll go and ask them. They are very helpful. Before I wrap things up, just again, quickly invite you to hit like if you've gotten value out of this video. Let us know if you've been on Celebrity Cruise Lines before, how you think it compares, and definitely subscribe if you want to see future videos like this. Now, I happen to really like the Celebrity Silhouette. To me, it's perfect for a 3 or 4 night cruise or to get to know Celebrity as a brand in general. Like I said, it's a little bit different than Royal Caribbean. There are a lot of similarities. Your loyalty programs now can cross between Royal Caribbean and Celebrity, but it's a little bit of a different cruise ship, different vibe, different atmosphere. I love the fact that it gives the opportunity on the 3 and 4 night cruises for people to try it out without breaking the bank. Now, a word of note, they do have children's programs. The kids clubs are located up near the retreat sun deck area. I did not film those areas. I don't like going in and filming children's areas by myself. Don't want to be the creepy old guy. But they do have children's programs, and by all accounts, they're very good. Again, this is really for, this ship would be older couples, middle-aged couples. We are in our 50s. Felt very, very, very comfortable on board. It's a nice mix of people. If you are sailing with a bunch of toddlers, Royal Caribbean still may be in your world for when you're traveling with the family, but if you're traveling with yourselves, a couple, or all the children, Celebrity is a great choice. Well, once again, thank you everybody for watching. We really appreciate time, and we really love the support you have of the channel. Hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, we'll see you on our next adventure. Bye-bye, everybody.